Yes, now I started actually. Yes, there was actually calling for prayer, so I just remained silent. Here we are going to have a session on IELTS overall as format structure and how to get the best score in all of the modules. The target is scoring the best, achieving the best. What are the problems you are going to face in IELTS exam, and how to get rid of those miseries, queries, problems. Like, all right, we are going to discuss that. Along with that, yes, sure. Along with that, we are also going to check some of the work of our students. Nuza, are you here? Is the voice audible to you? Nuza?
Yes, and
Okay.
I'm here.
Nuza, you are requested to share your work in the documents group. I think you shared in the private. Please share in the documents group so it will be easy for me to check. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yes, thank you. Coming on the topic here, what firstly I stands for, as all of you are aware of the term, International English Language Testing System. Jamila, who is Jamila? Yes, I think her camera is on instead of mic. Someone kindly mentioned to her with a, and the documents group, kindly someone share the process how to unmute the mic. And the bottom, just mention to that participant in the bottom, she can click and she can join. Okay. All right. Coming towards topic, here 4 modules are there. The target is 9 or 8.5. Right now to achieve the best score. Overall is the first thing you mentioned and you saw and you have studied so far that IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. Here only this word is highlighting the test is of English. The test is not of your intelligence. The test is not of your physics. The test is not of your medical or chemistry or any other subject. It is the test of English, not psychology or any other feelings, etc. Right? Like for instance, in writing or in speaking, if you share any perception that base that is your choice, right? Like you agree in your opinion, you disagree, right? Advantages, whatever the opinion idea you share so far doesn't matter. But what matters is how you are sharing it, right? How you are conveying it. Now, furthermore, lagging some students. Some students are missing here. Let me have let me do a message in the documents group for them. Okay. Now at here, in writing and in speaking, like how you are conveying, in reading and in listening, how you are picking, how you are getting. From many foreign students, when I asked in the first glimpse, in the first sight, in the first meeting, where are you lacking and where are you good? Some students, especially this Turkey, from Turkey and from Colombia, and some of the other state students mentioned that, sir, we are lacking in output. Input is good. What they mean by it, that input means listening and reading, getting something from listening and getting something from reading. While output means how you are giving your idea, how you're conveying your message, right? That means speaking and writing. Overall, it is called international test comparatively to other tests like PTE, OET, TEFL, TESOL, right? Many other Oxford language cert, this the Cambridge test, the other test, B1, life skills, B2, etc. A1, and many other English tests is compare as, if we compare as to all other tests, as is the best choice. Why? The first I stands for international. And here P stands for Pearson test of English. And here O is going to mention the organization for which you are going to apply, only that specific organization, right? Okay. Now at here, TOEFL, TESOL, whatever the test, other tests are so far, they are concerned only with the specific, only single company. But here, I stands for international. And international test means that if any other test is accepted or not, IELTS is acceptable in all the institutes, departments in the whole world, right? And if you go to even 6.5 or plus 7.58, like 6.5 required in some of the countries and the best countries also, but 7 plus, that is going to be achievable and required in all of the, you can say, the best institute, departments, and in the whole world. Now, 4 modules are going to be tested of you people in this IELTS English test, right? Listening, reading, writing, speaking. How much time would be given? What would be target? What would be tested so far? This is our concern so far. If we talk about listening section, here you would be having 4 different sections in listening section, right? And each section would have different audio. How to get the best? What to choose? The vocabulary, some of the tests, the practice, the proper source, right? Sometimes students go through one kind of practice, like a single book or a single source or 2 or 3, and those sources might be easy for them. Later on, they analyze in the real exam that the real exam is a little bit tough comparatively to their practice time period, right? Wow, why? Because they would have passed through the easy way of practicing, right? Now, overall, firstly, our concern is listening. In listening, 4 sections are there. Each section contains different idea. If you talk about section number 1, you would hear headphones, right? And it would be having 10 questions, 10 MCQs. Most probably it would be a kind of table. In table, some missing options would be required. You're supposed to pick those missing options from an audio and would write there in your fill in the blanks, right? Now, what it would be based on telephonic conversation. Recording number 1, you would, in IELTS listening, 4 recordings would be there. 30 minutes total would be there. Within those 30 minutes, first recording would be having 10 questions. Each recording would be having 10 questions. Now, first recording would be played in front of you. That would be telephonic conversation. Hello, how can I assist you? I want to book the room in a hotel. What can be the possible price for that? Right now, such kind of interaction, the discussion would be telephonic conversation between 2 people. Now, your mind must be ready for the yes, Natasha, I think you are outside.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm walking outside today. I almost missed the class. All right.
Yes. The
I'm
weather
so
is
sorry.
the weather is good in USA, right?
Yes, it's very good today.
Okay,
It's sunny,
okay.
and they
Thank
asked me
you.
to walk outside today. So
Yes, good. Okay, we are having some important discussion. You can also listen that back. I will share the recording. Okay, Natasha, thank you. All right. Okay. Now, and as listening section number 1, the discussion could be based on telephonic conversation where you would listen to different participants discussing any society related topic, any circumstances related topic, right? Now, within that topic, your mind first be ready for what kind of question I'm going to face. The questions can be the most important one, the most specific one. For section number 1 would be table completion answer, either or fill in the blanks option, right? Now, overall, vocabulary must be known to you, like what kind of vocabulary can be used in that telephonic conversation, social discussion. Hello, how can I assist you? Okay, I want to know about that academy which is training students or which is training aspirants for some of the social growth or mind grooming purpose, right? Now, that can be the topic. Okay, hello, who's there? This is Jack. Okay, sir, how can I assist you? I want to get some information about the grocery shop. What different products you sell so far, or what? Now, such kind of society topic in section number 1. Vocabulary must be known to you. Some of the vocabulary I'm going to share. Please kindly, anyone remind me after the class, I would share with all of you. Those vocabulary, you must go to that. The proper and the best source for IELTS listening, I'm having 100 sources, right? Ask.favorite.com. You can get 50 recent exams paper from this site, ask.favorite.com. IELTS AEO, IDP, many different sites. But the best one are these IELTS Cambridge's books. Those are a little far from me. I would have shown to you only IELTS Cambridge books for listening and reading. Do not go through any other source. Only Cambridge's books. Even if you are IELTS general student, if you are IELTS general students, for reading section, go through only IELTS academic book. The reason I am going to mention in IELTS reading section, right? Overall, at here, in IELTS listening section, section 1 contains telephonic conversation based on society. Your vocabulary must be a little bit known to you, like what kind of word they can use, what kind of pronunciation, the accent they can use, Australian, Canadian, American, or UK, England, Britain. Now, anyhow, in section number 2, yes, section 1 in IELTS listening, there will be 4 sections. Section 1, the most easiest section comparatively to all other sections. Right. Now, in section 2 also, so section 1, target must be 10 out of 10. Like 10 MCQs are there, your scoring target must be also 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, that you should get 10 out of 10. Right. After that, after section 1, section 2, there will be monologue, one person discussing any society topic, but the person would be single. That's why it's called monologue. Monologue discussion, one person who discuss any awareness related topic, any society or social related topic, right? Any environment, circumstance, one person, only one person. You deliver a kind of speech, right? Next, in section number 2, Sikandar and Jamila. In section number 2, after section number 2, section 3, the most challenging part in IELTS listening, each module contains a little bit challenging part. In IELTS listening, the most challenging part is IELTS listening section 3. Here I would share, like in IELTS listening section, what would be the problem, synonymized technique. The 100% the correct answer would be synonymized. The word, the answer, at here you would face the questions based on choosing option. And kindly, if someone has joined documents group, Sikandar is joining right now. Oh my God. Jamila is not listening. Actually, she is taking class for the first time. Anyhow, let Sikandar join. Sikandar, are you here? Oh, he's not here. And who would like to help me in this? Let him join, then I would ask him. Okay, now in section number 3, the discussion would be based among 2 or 4 participants. How many? 2. They can be 3 in number. They can be 4 in numbers. They would discuss any educational topic, any academic related topic. The vocabulary would be okay. Now at here, challenges. Just note the challenges in recording number 3. Vocabulary and the accent would be more even educated. It would be more fluent than native speakers, even than Britons and Americans, even than Australians and Canadians, even. And recording number 3, voice would be a little bit sharp in a sense, like more fluent. Even native speakers from England, from USA, from other states, they also face difficulty a little bit in there. Now, challenges would discuss how to tackle that. But overall, must be focused 100% recording number 3. At here, the correct answer would be 100% synonymized in front of you. You should focus that the synonymized option can be the answer in section number 3. A topic would be the most important topic, course related, any education related, university lecture related, the most prominent topic you can see, like the scientific research related, any of the research proposal related topic, information experiment related topic, that can be discussed so far in section number 3 of IELTS listening. If we talk about section number 4 of IELTS listening, monologue again. And monologue, one person who discuss something about education. Overall, IELTS listening, the best and only source is for IELTS listening, Cambridge's book, IELTS Cambridge book, right? For practice, because recommended also by the British side, also recommended by the IELTS examiners, also recommended by the one who are preparing the exams, right? And also going through the exams, right? For overall, for IELTS listening, not talking about writing and speaking, IELTS listening and reading section, only the Cambridge's book. And in those, if your level is here means average, and average means if you feel like I am 5.5 or 6 band student, so your level is not bad. Now at here, you must go through few books. Like IELTS Cambridge's books are from number 1 to 18. Current content, current strength of the books from IELTS Cambridge's side for practice is from book number 1 to 18. You must go through only 7, 8 books from book 7, book 8, book 9, and then 11, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18. These few books, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These few books you must go through. Yes, and if you are out of time, just go must through. Yes, if you are out of time, just go must through this 11 to 18, 11 to 18 marks, right? Each book contains only 4 tests. But again, repeating, the Cambridge best site for the IELTS listening and reading, only the best sites and the best source is this Cambridge's books. For reading section, in overall IELTS exam, for native A1, here you are having a student Kirin from United States of America. Now, many others are there from Ireland, from England. They even face difficulties sometimes in this section, right? But that there is also good news. Some students, non-native speakers, get very good score at 0.5 and 9 in this section, in reading section, non-native. And sometimes native get 6, 6.5, 5.5. Why? Now here, comparatively, the bad reader and the good reader. If someone is good reader, if someone is good listener, is going to get very good score in listening. If a good reader, yeah, there are techniques, there are challenges, there are problems, there are queries, which we are going to discuss so far. But in reading section, 3 passages are there. Now, if you are listening is similar for general and academic, right? Four section similar for academic and general, also the scoring technique. But if we talk about IELTS reading section, reading is different for academic and general. Here you are gonna face some of the let me show you some of the different passages along with the different scoring criteria. And IELTS reading, the criteria for score is different. Let me show you. Yes, if you are IELTS academic student, here is your scoring criteria. For IELTS reading section, if you got like total 40 MCQs, within 40 MCQs, if you got 30 plus, your band is equal to 7.5, 7.0. For IELTS academic student, educational students, those who are going to abroad for study, right? Moving to abroad for study. This is for them. But for IELTS general students, the reading scoring criteria and passage criteria is little bit different. Here, if you get 30, 31, it is equal to 6.0. Here, if you get 35, 36, 35 is equal to 7.0, 36 is equal to 7.5. Now, why is this the case so? The case is because of only one reason. 1 minute, let me show you. This is Natasha. Okay, thanks God. At least I think not. Yes, Jamila Javid, you unmuted yourself. Thank you so much. Now, overall, and as reading for general students, the score is 35 for 7. For academic students, the score is 30. Why is this the case? In IELTS reading, the passages are 3 in number, but for academic, the passages are tough. All the passages are having 7 to 8 paragraphs, along with heading findings, true, false, not given, different kinds of questions. Here you can see the kinds of question. Let me show you. If I am having tells here in one of the slide, let me show you. Yes, here types of question for IELTS reading section. Now these are the 10 types of question for IELTS reading section. Multiple choice short, this. Overall, IELTS reading section question kind is similar for general and academic, but at here the challenge is in passages. For general students, what the students face the problem, the basic problem, the total passages are 3, right? Everyone is aware of it. But within those 3 passages, right, 7, 8 paragraphs, the first 2 passages for general are very easy. For academic, those are tough. For general, the 3rd passage is little bit tough, and that is similar to IELTS academic student. Now, what the students face problem in IELTS general when they go for work visa, when they pass through first section and second section, they face the music in 3rd section. They face the problem. Music means if you say they face the music, it means they face the problem. They face the problem in that section because it would be a little bit difficult and little bit higher than their approach, right? Now, at here, how to tackle that? That is a question. If you are not a student of 5.5 and 6 band, this is honestly sharing with you. If you are not a student of 5.5 and 6 band, if you are, who is there? Can you mute your mic? There is a kind of background sound. Yes, if you are student of 7 plus achievement, the requirement is that for Australia or any other state, right? If your requirement is 7888 or 8777, right? That plus score, sometimes like you need that, then you should never touch IELTS general book for reading section. Why? Because the third section, the third passage that you are going to face would be from IELTS academic, similar to them. And first two passages are very easy. Yes, it would be based on as your IELTS general book would contain so far. But now if you go through IELTS academic books only for reading practice, here your score, if that is here on 5 band, it would jump to 6 and 7 very easily. Why? Because your mind would be ready for that. In IELTS listening, we tell students that when you do practice, just reduce the speed and then increase the speed of listening audio. So if you listen audio in much more speed, in real exam, normal speed would be fine for you. Same goes for reading section. If you would go through a little bit hard passages, difficult, tough passages, there the real exam would be enjoyable for you. You would get a pleasure of that, right? Yes. Okay. Now, overall, yes, many different challenges where in reading section, we will discuss through the recent past exam questions, right? You can see here the structures of paragraph, what kind of paragraph can contain different kind of idea, right? Each paragraph, how to locate answers, like a lot of explanatory kind of discussion is there in reading section even. But overall, honestly saying, this reading passage, this reading module needs much best practice, the best practice than all other modules. And the best practice, I mean, to read on daily basis, right? I was having a student from here from a local city from my own state. She was a student of 3.5 band. Later on, her requirement was 6 for Canada. She got 6.5 in reading, but in an initial stage, she was the student to not even understand a single sentence. Later on, the most 80% was from her side, the hard work and the dedication, which I even felt, and I was not expecting her for 5.5, like within reading section only. In reading, she was lacking 100%. She got 6.5 from 3.5, the double score. Now, if you cannot achieve from 5.5, the 7.5, so it is something lacking in your personality. Here you are lacking in reading practice, right? Okay. Within practice time period, you can sort out many other techniques even by yourself. You'd know, you'd realize like, oh, this is technique, this is followed so far. If you study with the keen observing, right? So anyhow, we will discuss that, and whatever the question you face difficult so far, heading, finding, false, not given, sentence completion, fill in the blanks, right? One and one, it will be discussed so far in reading module overall. Now, coming towards again this format so far, at here in listening section, 30 minutes should be given to you, but next 10 extra minutes will be given to you to transfer all the answers. Now, I'm also going to share some of the formulas for each module. When you will be given 10 extra minutes, in those 10 extra minutes, you must be focused on the correct spelling, grammatical structure, singular, plural, at, in, on, preposition of time, preposition of place, where to use at before the building name or not, and the fill in the blanks, right? Within listening section, north, south, west is directions are clear, right? For map solving question, right? Different aspects related to grammar must be focused in IELTS listening when you are going to transfer your answers from question sheet to answer sheet. Before that, when you write all the answers within 30 minutes, like 30 minutes should be assigned to you to just get the answers. I got a gate, right? To just get the answers from to pick the answer from audio. Now, when you pick the answers from audio, that moment you should never focus on spelling. You should never focus on singular, plural, at, and no mistake. All the mistakes are acceptable. On question sheet, you can write whatever you want. wrong spelling, whatever, like how you write, that is fine. Just try to only focus on the question. I'm going to pick only the answer. That is my goal, not to write the correct and exact spelling on question sheet. But later on, 10 extra minutes that will be assigned to you to transfer now all the answers to answer sheet. That moment you must be focused 100% in each single spelling. Another mistake in IELTS listening, when you are like this thing is going to just create your focus 100%. Another thing, in IELTS listening, sometimes they ask you to only write letters, right? Uh, to only write letters. Now, if you're gonna write letters, that is fine. But if in front of the letters you wrote the fill in the blank, also the word on these answer sheets, so that would be considered incorrect, right? We will discuss that also in details, like how to go through IELTS listening. Again, this is an introductory kind of discussion, and the sources related discussion, how to prepare, how to tackle, how to get, and what should be your schedule for IELTS, overall IELTS, right? 30 days, 40 days, how much time is enough for each single student? In reading section, 60 minutes should be assigned to you. Within those 60 minutes, no 10 extra minutes would be given to you. So in reading section, your overall time must be spent on also writing answers on answer sheet as well at the same time. In reading section, another thing and another challenge, that is lacking and out of time. The most talented graduated students face this problem in IELTS reading section, that they become out of time. Sir, we were very good. We were the students who were getting 35, 36 in the mock test and in the practice time period. But in the real exam, sir, to be honest, believe me, we were good. The section were easy for us. But the problem we faced when we reach to the third section, these are students' review, students' response. Sir, when we reach to the third section, there we analyze that we are out of time. In reading section, 3 passages, 60 minutes. How many? 3 passages, 60 minutes. For section number first, passage number first, this is for 8 band, the formula I'm sharing. For passage number 1, you must not spend more than 15 minutes. For passage, I'm going to mention why. For passage number 2, you must not spend more than 20. For passage number 3, you must spend 25. What students do, they give it 20, 25 minutes to first passage, 20 to 20, like very relaxed and sit like, oh, I'm just going to enjoy. Let me do the first passage with 100% correct options and answer, and to be relaxed and look here and there, right? And enjoying. And later on, when they realize, they would be having like, they would be out of 25, 30 minutes in passage number 1. A huge mistake, a blunder, right? Now, 20 minutes, why for passage 2 and 15? Passage 1 is easy comparatively to passage number 3. Passage 2 is easy as comparing to that passage number 3. Passage 3 in IELTS reading is the toughest module, is the toughest passage as compared to first and second. Now, that's why the distribution of time is so far given to each different passage on the basis of its difficulty. Overall, in average, for 7 bands, this was for 8. For 7 bands, you must not spend more than 20 minutes on each different passage. 3 passages, each passage contains 7 paragraphs along with 10, 13, 14 questions. Total 40 questions, right? Now, this must be the criteria for it. Another thing, IELTS 8 band students, IELTS 8 band students reads 1 paragraph in 1 minute. Now, think about yourself. Oh, I read 1 paragraph in 30 seconds. Sir mentioned 8 band students read in 1 minute. Okay, I read it in 30 seconds. I read second paragraph also in 30 seconds. So total 2 paragraph in 1 minute. Then why I'm not getting 8 bands? Or the problem at here is that you read 1 paragraph in 30 seconds, but moving to the second paragraph, you just forget that what I read in the first paragraph. Is this the case, so or not? Right? You just forget what I read in the previous paragraph. What was the idea that I got from the previous paragraph, right? So we would target the basic thing to understand and to keep the whole information of reading passage, the paragraph in mind for long-term memory. When you solve the question, when you locate the answer, how to locate answer in different paragraph, what kind of question can be picked so far from which paragraph number, right? 1 number, 2 number, 5 number, 7, from which paragraph it can be taken so far, and how to locate answers. would be our target in quick time. And quick time means before 20 minutes, each passage must be done by you. Coming towards writing section, here your ability of conveying is going to be matter. How you are conveying your idea. Yes, for writing section, some students think, oh, my grammar is fine, so I would be fine. No, at here information also matters, right? Like if you would not have any information, what would you write? Only present indefinite to future perfect continuous tenses, right? The 12 tenses are here and the form of verbs are here, right? No, at here proper information also matters. At here some of the proper professional phrases, some of the proper professional connectors. Let me show you the example. This student, she got 8 overall, 7 in writing section, and essay, yeah, 2 mistakes were there in spelling mistakes and some other mistakes, right? But overall, she got. Most of the time, I recommend her essays owing to this contemporary era. Such kind of phrases she was using, right? And she was one of the best students. In reading section, she got 8.5. Her notes I would also share with you guys again. And in listening section, 8.5. In writing, she got 7, and in speaking, she got 8. Overall bands was 8. Comparatively, this writing section, yeah, here she was having few mistakes, and I already mentioned, but after that, those repeating those mistakes, she might get 7 in writing section. But you focus and you saw on coming to this contemporary era. Paragraph furthermore, to begin with, Tim Gans clearly. I would share her 10, 12, 20, 10 to 20 essays of this student also, and also my own essays with you people, and some of the templates. But this essay, proper structure, each paragraph, proper starting phrase, closing phrase. Here you are ending, here you are starting, here you are connecting the sentences, the ideas. Not only grammar matters, also this pattern matters, right? For essay, for IELTS writing, because the proper conveying style is that is the professional style. The other conveying style, that is the common style. How common mind is conveying, the professional would be changed from that, right? Professional would be having a proper pattern in sequence. The common mind would just convey. There are a lot of advantages and disadvantages. First of all, advantage number 1, 2, 3, 4, and the other mind would discuss only to this modern era. There are now the proper topic, and then, right? So anyhow, at here for writing section, task 1, task 2, you are going to face, right? Having little bit words must be in your mind. Regrettably, to start a sentence, how to start from that regrettably in IELTS writing task 2, right? And how to start sentence from this unfortunately, fortunately, right? And the brighter side and the darker side, how you can beautify your work with that. Okay, coming towards this IELTS writing, in IELTS writing, general and academic differences. Academic and general, 2 tasks are there in both. For academic and general, task 2 is similar, that is essay, right? But for that is essay, here you've gone through that. But for task 1, that would be different for general, and task 1 is later. Task 1 is IELTS writing letter for IELTS general student. Such kind of letter you would write of 150 words, having 3 small paragraphs, and in those 3 paragraphs, your target would be to cover 150 words. I would share the templates as well, like how to get and how to tackle, and along with some punctuation mistakes you must avoid so far, and along with such kind of phrases you must remember, right? 4, 5 to beautify and to again make it professional, right? Okay. Overall, for IELTS academic, task 1 contains such kinds of description of graphs. Any diagram could be given to you. You're supposed to describe that. Such kind of description, table, pie chart, bar chart. This is a bar chart, right? Bar charts are here in front of you on the screen. Line graph, right? So each table contains different kind of idea. You would mention that. Okay, vocabulary would be shared. Inshallah, I will share that in the post. I would share that post, and if I got yes, and I hope so that I would be also having. Yes, time is up. Just join the same link for 7-8 minutes again. 7-8 minutes. Yeah, not for 7-8 minutes. Little bit more. My God, little bit more. I'm also out of time. Sorry, but it would be better because I'm going to check only 2 essays also.